As we mark America's 250th birthday, we're taking a look back at a key step in the marriage equality movement.
According to a 2026 survey by Gallup, 65% of Americans believe same-sex marriage should be recognized by law, with the same rights as traditional marriages. 32%, though, disagree. Those numbers have roughly flipped from where they were 30 years ago. That's when a push was beginning in Vermont that would end up guaranteeing rights to LGBTQ+ couples in the state, like inheritance, hospital visitation, or insurance coverage. Vermont is often credited with blazing a trail.
Just looking at those pictures, I could easily tear up.
Holly Putterbaugh and Lois Farnham's photo album is a time capsule of a landmark victory for LGBTQ+ Americans.
I think we did make a difference.
Marriage is a fundamental human right.
In 1997, they and two other couples sued Vermont.
I think Vermont is a place where this can happen.
Arguing a ban on same-sex marriage violated their state's constitution.
What will be taught to our children?
While demonstrations divided the state.
It disgusts me.
Yeah, it's a national embarrassment.
The Vermont Supreme Court directed the legislature to grant same-sex couples the rights and benefits heterosexual couples had.
Oh, there you go.
In 2000, with its civil unions law, Vermont became the first state to extend that legal recognition.
All is my spouse.
Though the unions did not have standing elsewhere.
The history books will reflect that we blazed the trail.
Today, Middlebury College houses records from some of the advocates who pushed for change.
They're just average people deciding to do something extraordinary.
Believing future scholars of civil rights will want access to archival materials.
That example that Vermont set then made it possible for other states like Massachusetts and Connecticut, who were the first states to have full marriage equality. They could look north at the border and see that things were fine in Vermont a few years later after the civil union law had passed.
In 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court required all states to recognize same-sex marriages.
Well, I bring it right back to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Congresswoman Becca Balint of Vermont was in a civil union before she and her wife Elizabeth could truly call themselves married. The federal lawmaker sees that chapter as worthy of reflecting on as America celebrates its 250th birthday.
We can do hard things as Americans. We can have hard conversations. We can engage in difficult policy decisions, and we can come out whole on the other end.
They're all stepping stones.
Back to the Trailblazers, Holly and Lois were grateful to have played a part in helping move the nation toward greater equality for all.
That was a big deal at the time, and it still is a big deal.
Marking America 250, I'm Jack Thurston in Middlebury, Vermont.